Right everyone, WeaponCollector here. Right, I thought I'd do a knife tag series. Now I'll be honest, I have seen someone else doing a similar thing to this, but I can't remember whose channel it was or anything like that, what the video was called, to go back and sort of join it. And also I don't think they was doing as many categories as this. So it's a sort of show and tell of your knives. And what I want you to show is your cheapest knife, your most expensive knife, your weirdest knife, any homemade knife, your oldest knife, your newest knife, your smallest knife and your biggest knife. And that is it. So I'll show you mine, and then when this finishes you just do yours. Tag me in the tags or the title or whatever, and hopefully I'll get to see yours, or just let me know in the comments. So let's start off with the cheapest knife. So as far as I'm aware, the cheapest knife I ever bought brand new was this little boot knife, and it was on holiday down the coast somewhere. I can't remember where, but it must have been around about 2000, 2001, 2002 maybe. And this knife cost me £3 brand new. And I've probably bought second-hand knives cheaper, but they wouldn't have been worth that new, you know what I mean? So yeah, or I've been given knives, you know, so they've cost me nothing. But yeah, this was actually purchased brand new for £3. And I'll be honest with you, it's probably only worth about £3. But, you know, that's not bad for £3, I don't think, for what it is. The handle's a bit of a weird shape. It needs to be a lot smaller, as in, like, thinner, because it's sort of too round. Doesn't fit in your hand properly. But yeah, funny little stainless steel boot knife, £3, brand new. So there's that. You can see how ill-fitting it is. Yeah, so that is my cheapest knife. Next is my most expensive knife. Now I didn't actually buy this, but it would be, you know, if I was going to sell this, this would be worth a decent amount of money. So this was sent to me to review, and it is a Kaiser Matanzas. Discontinued now, so you can't actually get this knife now. But I think when I was sent this to review, this was around about £200, £250 possibly. You know, there's probably some knife collectors sitting there thinking, "Oh, that's not that expensive." But you know, I wouldn't really, for a knife I'm actually going to use, I would not spend more than £50–60 personally anyway. As soon as they're too expensive, I'm too scared to use them, or lose them, you know, or break them. So yeah, the Kaiser Matanzas flipper recurve blade, it's described as. Titanium handle, carbon fibre inlays, and it is a very nice knife. There's a lot of sort of work in this, and you know, design work. It's very nicely designed and made. Yeah, that is the Kaiser Matanzas. I think the next most expensive knife I've got is possibly I've got a Spyderco I was given, but I can't remember which one. Spyderco Paramilitary, I think. Funnily enough, it's the one with the camo similar to that. So the next knife will be my weirdest knife. So I had a good think about this, and I thought, yeah, this one is probably one of the weirder ones. So this is a HX Outdoors Mercenaries knife, but if you look at the different bloody bevels and grinds that's got on that blade, very unusual sort of tanto. There's a lot of angles going on this one. Nice and thick though. Supposedly D2 steel, but probably not, knowing where this came from. And that sort of weird effect on the paint was actually how they all came. So I don't know if that was some kind of fuck up, but yeah. But yeah, I certainly think that is a very unusual blade. I probably have got a couple of knives that are just as weird, but I thought I'd get this one out because, yeah, I think that's quite unusual. And you've got a reasonably good Kydex sheath there. Yeah, overall, it's not a bad knife. It's very odd looking, really. So next is a homemade knife. Now there's two homemade knives on here. but the one I picked to show you is this one. So I didn't actually make the blade. The blade was from a blade blank, because I don't really have the capability to do any forging, but you know, all of the rest of this knife is made by myself. So I did the sheath. That's my logo, knuckle duster logo. The sheath is made from 3mm veg tan leather, brass collar and shape sort of bit, riveted on, and you've got a nice 10-inch blade, Bowie blade there, brass guard, and a beech handle, I think it was. I can't remember now. Quite a big handle, but you know, it'll fit any size hand. And the blade from that was from Henny Haynes. So the next one will be my oldest knife. Now I do own a couple of knives that would technically be older than this, but this is the oldest knife that I bought personally and bought new, if that makes sense. I've got a Fairbairn Sykes knife that's definitely older than me, but I never bought that, and it was given to me, and also it's in a display case, so I can't show you it. And I've got a cutthroat razor somewhere that is probably older than this, but again, that was bought from a car boot sale, not new. So this is the oldest knife I bought myself, and it was brand new at the time. And I think I've had this since 1996 possibly, or if not 1996, 1998, but around about that time, and I'm 42 now. And it is a, don't know if you can even see that, it just says Toledo, and on the other side it says Moulet, yeah, Moulet, I don't know how, I'm probably completely butchering that pronunciation. Yeah, me and my twin brother bought these for our birthday. I put my name, well, I put my initials in this one so I knew it was mine and not Mout's, because they was the same. But yeah, I've always liked this knife. It's a nice shape, fits in your hand well, and I think it was one of the first sort of big sheath knives I ever bought. I quite like the illustrations on the back, and the shape of the blade's quite nice as well. So there's that. The newest knife that I got that I didn't make myself was this Browning Tanto birthday present, I think. So I can never remember. I never remember the birthday. It must be a birthday present. I'm assuming it was a birthday present rather than a Christmas present. But that's from Z Not Z, who you will see on my channel quite often. So yeah, it's a Browning. I don't know the model. Model 0185. But it's quite a nice folding Tanto. Fits the hand well. Liner lock. Yeah, quite a nice knife. So that's that. That is my newest knife, if you don't count the latest homemade knife I made. The smallest knife I own is this one, which actually used to look like a, don't know if you can recognise the shape of that, but probably not. It was in the shape of a mobile phone, an old style mobile phone. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the smallest knife I own. It still gets used, it does get used a fair bit. It's got a nail file there and a little bottle and tin opener there. Yeah, you'll be surprised, that actually gets more use than some of my other knives. And then lastly is your biggest knife. So this is the biggest knife I own, that is still a knife. This one was made from a Anglo Arms machete, which I'll show you in a second. So I made the sheath, 3mm leather, got my maker's mark at the top there, belt loop and like a leg tie sort of bit, or just for other bits. And then there is the blade. And as mentioned, this was from a Anglo Arms bolo machete that I turned into this rather big Bowie knife. 18-inch blade, I think, or 17-inch blade. I can't remember, but it's a big blade on it. Nice blued steel guard and a plywood handle, which I didn't actually plan to do, but it came out nicer than I was expecting in the end. And the rivets are made from just standard nails. But yeah, you can see how big that is. Great big old thing. But yeah, I really like that. So that is my biggest knife. So there you go. That is the cheapest, most expensive, weirdest, homemade knife, oldest knife, newest knife, smallest knife and biggest knife. Now I'd like you to join in. So all you need to do is put the tag in that I would have as my tags. You'll see them, hashtag whatever I use. Yeah, and show us your selection of these, and if you can't do all of them, just do the ones you can do. Hopefully we'll see quite a few of these videos coming up. Alright, cheers for watching everyone. Before I go, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Definitely join in, and if you ever wanted to support this channel, there's a thing called coffee.com where you can put one-off donations in. They help me make videos. Just in the description, just under the titles for this, will be the link for it if you would like to go over there and do it. And there'll be a little 30-second clip at the end of this video showing you how to do it. Right, cheers for watching everyone, I appreciate it. Hopefully people will join in. See you later.